It's the hottest dish in the streets. It's what everyone's talking about on Facebook.
Twitters and Facebooks and all that stuff.
It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics on V103.
Time for the Trending Topics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A lot going on, so let me get to it. Some of your favorite people in these stories. Let's start, I don't know where to start. Start with Dwight Howard. Apparently, the NBA star's off the hook in his child abuse case, telling his, apparently the Atlanta Police Department and Florida, the police department, have let him go, decided not to press charges. And Royce Reed is furious that he's off the hook, telling close friends that his 7-year-old son is still terrified of his father. TMZ broke the story, how it was investigated for allegedly hitting his son with a belt buckle last year. They ultimately decided to drop the case. Now we learned that Royce Reed is fuming over the decision, with one source saying she's extremely upset by the way the system neglected to defend her son. She never asked for Dwight to be arrested. She asked for him to get help and take parenting classes. Her child is terrified of his father. Apparently, TMZ reached out to Dwight's camp for comment. His attorney told them several law enforcement agencies have thoroughly investigated the allegations and all have decided against filing charges. It's sad that Royce Reed continues to use her son as a pawn with the media despite court orders prohibiting her from doing so. Let's move on. So, where else should I go? Let's talk about Suge Knight. So, Suge in court, and the dude, one of the dudes that was run over, Clay Bone Sloan, apparently was called to the stand during Suge's preliminary hearing Monday a.m. Prosecutor raised the topic of snitching. Sloan got emotional and declared, quote, "He didn't want to be used to send this man to prison." He added, "I screwed up and Terry's dead." It's amazing the guy who was laid up for weeks with 2 fractured ankles, 2 torn ligaments in his knees, and a shoulder injury from Suge running over him took the stand and tried to take the blame for Terry Carter's death, seemingly taking some heat off of Suge. But what bone giveth, he taketh away. Because he's saying he wouldn't snitch and help put Suge in prison. By definition, he's saying Suge kind of did something, and I'm not trying to help put that man in jail. So we'll keep you posted as the court case moves on. And last but not least, court case will probably happen sooner than later with Nelly. He has a simple explanation for his drug bust over the weekend in Tennessee. He said he read the wrong crowd on his tour bus. Said he needed to be more like the TSA. He said there were 15 to 20 other people on board the police when it was pulled over. He says now, quote, "I need to take the responsibility for my choices and needing to be more aware of all the people I associate with and allow on my property, with my instinct, of course, to be accessible to my friends, fans, and acquaintances. The last thing I want to do is compromise the respect and admiration of my friends, family, and fans." Nelly plans to handpick who gets access to the bus from now. Again, popped him for possession of meth and marijuana, but he maintains the drugs were not his. That's going to do it for the Trending Topics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Missed any part of this, head on over to v-103.com, where you can not only listen to it in its entirety, you can also see my, I don't know, it's none of my business, I'll just tell you what happened face. Big Tig, be back with more. Do not go anywhere. I have a special guest in studio. We're going to talk about her struggle. Find out exactly what I'm talking about next on V103.